Let's practice a little bit with multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. This question says George and Henry each made a bowl of punch. George used 3 times as much lemonade as Henry did. If Henry used 2½ cups of lemonade, how many cups of lemonade did George use? Well, this one just outright tells us 3 times, so we know we're multiplying there. So we'll say 3 times 2½. If we're multiplying with fractions, mixed numbers with whole numbers, we know we have to turn all of those or convert them into improper fractions. So we'll put the whole number over 1, and then take the mixed number, use times and plus. The denominator will stay the same. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So 5 is my new numerator. Multiply like always. 3 times 5 is 15. 1 times 2 is 2. Use in and out. 2 will go into 15 7 times. We get 14. Subtract and 1. Whole number, numerator, denominator. So 7 1/2. C is the correct answer here. This question says Tessa is baking blueberry pies to sell at her bakery. She starts with 3½ cartons of blueberries, of which she uses 1/2 for the first batch of pies. How many cartons of blueberries does Tessa use for the first batch of pies? To begin with, no, I did not write this problem. So this just happened to already be written with my name. I know several of you asked me if I wrote this with my name. Let's take a look right here where it says of which. No one really says of which. You would most likely say that she would use half of the blueberries for the first batch of pies. So half of the blueberries, of with a number in front, is telling us to multiply. How many blueberries do we have? Well, we have 3½ cartons, so I'll replace the blueberries with 3½. So here we have my equation, 1/2 times 3½, and let's clean this up a little bit. So 1/2 times 3½. 1/2 is already good to go. Bring that down. We'll use times and plus. The denominator stays the same. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. And now we'll multiply like always and get 7 over 4. Use in and out. And 4 will go into 7 one time. Subtract and get 3. Whole number, numerator, denominator. 1 and 3 over 4. Or 1 3/4. The correct answer here is C. Let's look at question 3. Last week, a chocolate shop sold 3 1/4 ounces of white chocolate. It sold 3 1/4 times as much milk chocolate as white chocolate. How many ounces of milk chocolate did the shop sell? Well, this one again makes it super easy because it uses the word times. 3 1/4 times the milk chocolate as white chocolate. Well, we see right here 3 1/4 again for white chocolate. We need to do times and plus to convert these mixed numbers into improper fractions. The denominator stays the same. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. Well, because these two factors are the same, I know that it will be 13 over 4 again. Multiply like always and get 16. We'll do 13 times 13. Draw up a turtle head. We get 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 1 is 3. Draw a collar, lay a turtle egg. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 1 is 1. Fill in the gap with a 0, 9, 6, and 1. So we get 169 over 16. We'll use in and out. I'm going to erase over here on the side to give myself some more workspace. And that looks good. So now we have 16 into 169. 16 does not go into 1, so a 0 on the top and the bottom. Subtract and slide. 16 goes into 16 one time. subtract, you get a 0 and slide. 16, that is a 0. 16 does not go into 9, so a 0 on the top and the bottom. Subtract, get 9. 9 is my remainder, whole number, numerator, denominator. So 10 and 9 over 16. Again, our answer is C. I hope this short review for multiplying fractions and mixed numbers has helped. But if you feel like you need a little bit more practice, please message me and then we can do a video chat, or I can send you some links for some extra practice. Great job, folks.